Hello, and welcome to season number 1, race number 2 of my F1 2021 My Team Career Mode, my second version as Joseph Newgarden in Acura Team Penske. We are here at Imola. Very exciting. The first time that I've run one of the new tracks in a career mode. Obviously, in the first 2 seasons of my normal career mode, didn't really get the chance to do that because the tracks weren't out yet. But now here we are, going for 2 in a row with Imola and then Portimao, so it'll be a lot of fun. Qualified P9. Bottas is on the pole. And it's going to be interesting to see how the points shake out after the second race, because, of course, Verstappen and Hamilton, neither of them scored points in Bahrain. Perez won the race. Bottas finished 4th. So, yeah, I think Perez and Bottas are really going to establish themselves early on as the point leaders until Max and Lewis can catch up. We qualified P9, just inside the top 10. Our teammate qualified in P19. So, yeah, looking like a solid day. Again, had a good result in Bahrain at the season opener. I finished 5th. My teammate ended up 10th, so both of us scored points, which is great. And, yeah, we'll be starting in the middle of the pack. It's going to be very dicey going into turn 1, more likely than not. And I'm very intrigued to see what the strategy ends up looking like. It's a 32-lap race. I did play Imola before, but that was on just in a regular race, where the strategies are more, it's in line with what you would see in real life, but it's early in the career mode, so that means it's typically more of 2 stops than 1 stops. So, could be a 2-stop. I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see.
All right. I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Weather, not much in terms of concern. It's cloudy to dry. Or not cloudy to dry, but cloudy to sunny as the race goes on. We did have 1 upgrade that came in. RD, our facilities are very low right now. Probably could use another aero upgrade. Oh, our department capacity is reached, unfortunately. Some more engine upgrades can't hurt. So, yeah, I think we're all set. Let's get ready for, yes, I don't know, it's got a long name, but let's get ready for Imola.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track here at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One circuits as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope no one forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight of the circuit and its only DRS zone. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Perez, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Ricciardo, Sainz, the Golden Boy and Sebastian Vettel, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll and Tsunoda, Raikkonen, Latifi, Antonio Giovinazzi and Christian Lundgaard, Russell, Gasly, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. That's it then, it's time to go racing.
I think Gasly must have had some sort of
points finish
penalty.
last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Because he's starting way back further than I would expect. It's calling for a one-stop, so soft to hard. That could change, we'll see. We'll make our minds up as we go along.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
I know one time I tried, I think the first race I did at this track on this game, in just as a single standalone race, I tried the one stop, and it was very touch and go from soft to mediums, just in terms of making it to the end of the race. Part of the problem with the circuit is that it's very hard to pass. So, you know, the two-stop brings a lot of risks with it in terms of, you know, potential strategy play, because it's not an easy circuit to overtake on.
The drivers we're racing are Sainz and Vettel. Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Alright, here we go. 5 red lights for our first remote race at Imola. And we're underway. Like, Sainz got a pretty decent start, but we're getting swamped by the Alpines. And Sebastian Vettel, too. Ooh, getting close with the... Ooh, a little too close. Little too close. Making some contact. Let's see how it goes down at the front of the field. Looks like Perez got the jump on Hamilton as Bottas and Verstappen are side by side. But let's go back to where we are. We are And a 3 wide with Ocon and Alonso. Oh my god, is that Yuki Tsunoda trying to make it 4 wide? I don't think that's a good idea, Yuki. Oop, no, it's not the best sequence of corners. Getting too ambitious. Oh, what's happening is the other Alpine is like diving to the outside. That's Alonso. Oh, one of the Alpines got pushed off into the gravel by the looks of it. Who was that? It's Alonso. Yeah, it's just very tight quarters. That was actually a pretty sweet dive into that hairpin. Let's take a look at it. Nearly got into the back of Sebastian Vettel. I just barely missed him. We're gonna go side by side here with Fernando. And Alonso's going side by side with Yuki Tsunoda. And the AlphaTauri is up to P11. Meanwhile, Bottas is in first, Verstappen's in second, and Sergio Perez is gotten by Lewis Hamilton at the start for P3. And here comes Tsunoda. I'm gonna let him go. I'm not gonna contest that super early. I want to check tire wear or tire choice. Everyone started on the softs, so Ocon pitted again. He must have had wing damage.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Here comes Alonso. Oh, he sort of cut us off there. I think I just gotta take this turn a little better. That's better. Should make the last part of that corner. Enable me to get a better drive off, I should say. Right on the edge of the DRS of Tsunoda. We might have gotten it, I'm not sure. Yep, we did. So we will have DRS on Yuki Tsunoda, which will help pull us along.
Our teammate by 11.3 seconds.
And help us defend from Alonso and Stroll. Closing right up to Tsunoda as we run over those rumble strips. Really upsets the car. I'd say this first chicane might be the toughest part of the whole circuit. Getting through there can be a lot more challenging than you would think. Not quite. Not quite close enough.
Careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now. We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep this momentum.
Might get Yuki this time. It's going to be real close. Oh, contact. Let's see what happened. Was that our fault? We were on the outside. Exit that's really the issue. It's a little bit better. Sonoda trying to make the pass. Not going to happen. Now Alonso's going side by side with him. And they're slowing each other up something fierce. Well, I think Alonso got the job done. But now he's closing back up to me. Does Sonoda have damage? I wonder, does he have damage? No, the front wing looks totally fine on Sonoda's car. Maybe his tires are just falling off really bad. Bad news is we've really fallen off Sebastian Vettel, so we're really in a fight for the last points paying position with ourselves and Alonso and Tsunoda and Stroll. We're in our own little pack here. Actually, just curious, I want to see, so go up to the front of the field. So we've got Max Verstappen has actually taken the lead of the race, so he's all by himself. Then you've got Perez leading a pack of 4 with himself and Bottas and Hamilton and Lando Norris. Then just a few seconds behind them, you got Ricciardo and the 2 Ferraris. Then you got Vettel, who's all by himself, and then you've got me leading Alonso, Tsunoda, and Stroll. Antonio Giovinazzi is sort of all by himself. And then you got Raikkonen leading George Russell, and behind them you have Nicholas Latifi and Pierre Gasly, and then you got Christian Lundgaard, my teammate, who's sort of running by himself. And then you have the 2 Haas cars of Schumacher first, or Mazepin actually ahead of him, then Schumacher, and then Esteban Ocon is running plumb last. So there you go. That's the running order as things stand.
Gap to teammate behind is 16.2 seconds.
Does Alonso have DRS? It was pretty close. No, he does not, and Tsunoda does. So Tsunoda could be challenging Alonso for P11 here. Tsunoda takes the spot. A great move by Yuki Tsunoda puts him into P11 over Fernando Alonso. Passed him before they even got to the turn. Now AlphaTauri's got some speed. At least on this track anyway.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.7 seconds.
You're actually starting to close the gap a little bit to Sebastian Vettel. About just under 2.5 seconds.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
Oh, we got an early pit stop for Daniel Ricciardo. I wonder what his strategy choice is going to be here. First person to pit. And he's going for another set of softs. So we got one person in the top 10 who's decided to go with a two-stop strategy. Very interesting. See if any of the other leaders follow suit. Kind of screwed that up a little bit. Nobody else pits this time.
We're coming in this lap. We're leading our teammate by 19.5 seconds.
Alonso looking for a pass on Tsunoda. They're going side by side back there. Tsunoda managed to just barely hold on to that spot. Alonso got it run. Alonso had DRS. He was on the outside, but Tsunoda... Ooh, Alonso barely ahead for a moment, then Tsunoda fought him off, so great job by... as I was saying, that was really bad.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds.
So I guess what we'll do here is going to really depend on what some of the leaders do. I mean, if like the Red Bulls and the Mercedes, Ferraris are going with the one stop to the hards.
Be careful. The tyres have deteriorated significantly at this point.
Oh, have they? Oh wow, the right front is pretty not good. So let's see, is anybody pitting this lap? See, is Verstappen pitting? He is.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Let's see what the Red Bulls and Red Bull Mercedes do. Alright, so we got... It's like Red Bull, Mercedes, and McLaren are all going for hard tires, so I guess that's probably the strategy to go with in this case.
Copy that. Hards for next box.
Yep, that's what everyone else is going with too, by the looks of it. Hard tires all around.
Complete.
2
Go
seconds
now.
flat. Good stop. Will we be stuck behind traffic?
That was our last
No,
stop.
we're in
No
pretty
more
good,
scheduled pit stops.
pretty good clean air here. So that's good. Probably should do a mid-session save, since we haven't done one yet.
Christian is coming in for his stop.
Double check behind me, but I think Sonoda is going to lose out to Alonso. Yep, there goes Alonso, streaming by, actually pretty close. And Lance Stroll's right behind them, so it's going to be a battle with those three until the end of the race. Meanwhile, we've kind of left them behind. They're now trying to catch Sebastian Vettel for P9. I'm curious to see where Ricardo is. Ricardo is sitting in P6. And he's going to have to stop again because he went soft. So I'm kind of curious to see how his strategy plays out. Because I don't know how far behind Ricardo we are. Sainz is 8 seconds up the road. I think Ricardo's a little ways further up, so he's probably like 12 seconds ahead. So I think it'll depend on how things play out when Ricardo pits and everything like that. I think we should end up in front of Ricardo. If I had to guess,
Gap to teammate behind is 23.1 seconds.
if I had to guess, Ricardo will probably end up on mediums, so he'll be on the faster tire. And actually, I just noticed this now, Sergio Perez jumped Valtteri Bottas, so it's now a Red Bull 1-2 up front.
We're in 10th position. Vettel is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 1.3 seconds. They're on fresh hards. Alonso behind. Our gap behind is...
Well, we've had a bit of a something happening back there. Tsunoda suddenly dropped off. Oh, and Tsunoda got spun by Fernando Alonso. That's not good. They're going side by side. And contact spins out poor Yuki Tsunoda, who's into the gravel. He will not be happy about that, I'm sure. Will touch the wheel and it sends him around. So I'll put Alonso to P11, Stroll to P12, and Gasly will be P13. I really hope for a safety car, because if a safety car comes out, that will enable me to come in and change to a faster compounded tire. Dude, now really close the gap to Vettel. Just outside of DRS range.
We're leading our teammate by 27.7 seconds.
Alright, we've really closed the gap to Sebastian Vettel now. They're well within DRS range. We might even get the move done on this lap.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Oh, he blocked me down to the bottom. Yep, and we get him even before we reach turn 1. So we're right back to where we started.
Good job. Nice
P9.
overtake.
Oh, George Russell out of the race. I presume it must be an engine failure. So we've had a pass as Valtteri Bottas has gotten by Sergio Perez. Oh, there goes Russell. Engine expires while he's battling Kimi Räikkönen, and he pulls it up at the final corner. He's done for the day.
Yellow flag. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Meanwhile, Daniel Ricciardo is now in the pits for his second stop.
Green flag.
Let's see where he is when we come out. He's going to be behind me. He's going to be behind Sebastian Vettel. He's going to fall behind Fernando Alonso, so Ricciardo, for the moment, out of the points. Let's see exactly where he came out. Alright, so he's pretty, not too far behind Alonso, but he's he's close enough to start sniffing the air and trying to catch him for the DRS pass. And he is on medium tires, so he will be quick. And Ricciardo gets by Alonso, so Ricciardo is coming.
Eighth place. You're in 8th place. Signs ahead. Okay. Gap ahead is 9.6 seconds. They're on old hards. Vettel behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.6 seconds. They're on old hards. The distance to the leader is 27.0 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 12 laps to go. Our gap to the car in front is 9.9 seconds. Caution, caution.
Uh-oh. Something happened ahead of me. Oh, Lando Norris had a big off. Yeah, this is Lando Norris. He had an off. He must have made contact with somebody. See him backing up. And he's trying to get through the gravel. He loses spots to both Ferraris. He's down to P7. Not entirely sure what happened to Lando to cause him to spin. That's something we might investigate after the race. Lap 22.
Gap to teammate behind is 34.3 seconds.
Uh-oh, no. Looks like somebody else is at an off. Is that Valtteri Bottas I saw who had problems? Oh, he's off now. What the heck happened to Valtteri Bottas? He's off in a big way. So now he's all behind Lando Norris. So for 2 straight laps, we've had incidents going into turn 1 that have sent
Green flag.
someone spinning. And we'll see the running order up ahead. Sergio Perez still ahead of Hamilton. Leclerc now elevated to 4th, Sainz to 5th, Norris 6th, Bottas back to 7th, and then 8th, 9th, and 10th. So we're going to have to go back in the replay and investigate sort of what happened there, because we've had 2 straight laps where someone in the top 10 has gone off at the first chicane.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.6 seconds. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yep, and there's Daniel Ricciardo has caught Sebastian Vettel. Oh no, Yuki Tsunoda out of the race. What happened to him? Was that an engine failure on his car? Yep, puff of smoke. A lot of smoke. He's out. So Russell and Tsunoda both out of the race.
Caution, caution.
Just past Tsunoda's car on the left.
Okay, clear. Gap to car in front is 8.3 seconds.
I think Vettel's going to get passed by Ricciardo here. If not this lap, then certainly the next lap. I think Ricciardo's going to get the job done before they even get to turn 1. And yes, he has. Ricciardo into P9. Five laps to go, and here comes Ricciardo with a head of steam. Gonna go to the outside, but we will
laps of fuel remaining.
not concede the position, not quite. Gonna have to work a little harder than that to get this spot.
Okay, gap ahead is 10.5 seconds.
We did get DRS off of Schumacher, which should help us fend off Ricciardo for at least one lap. Schumacher squeezing us a little unnecessarily. We got by him, and he'll hold up Ricardo at least for a moment here. And do us a solid. Kita Mazepin is up ahead.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
A little bit of contact with Ricardo.
Our gap to the car in front is 12.1 seconds. Green flag.
Oh, what? Sebastian Vettel out of the session? I mean, look, I wrecked Mazepin because he's Mazepin. But... oh my god, he's gonna hit Mazepin, isn't he? Oh my god, he drove right into him! What the hell is that all about, Vettel? You plowed right into the guy. Like, reckless abandon, just drove right into the back, just drove right into him. At full speed! Like, I knew I wrecked him, but Vettel trying to murder the man over here. Just like, dear lord. Oh my god, Mazepin got... oh my god? Oh my god, what? That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Look at this. Vettel just plows right into Mazepin. And it sends him flying through the air. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Okay, might need to take a second here, because this is worthy of some photography. Let's go see Mazepin's point of view. Wow. Sebastian Vettel, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Okay, so one more time here. Let's, so this is from Mick Schumacher. Back here. So this is on the board with Mick Schumacher. Drives by the incident. Now we'll go on board with Nikita Mazepin. This is after I crashed him. Plowed into by Sebastian Vettel. We'll go to Sebastian Vettel now, who just plows into Nikita Mazepin, just like, I still don't understand this. Mazepin's all the way to the right, there's like an entire racetrack to the left, and Vettel just aims for him. Like, for no reason. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Literally, like a missile, he just aims directly for Mazepin's car. And my goodness. Cartwheels. And that's all she wrote for both of those guys. Well, back to your regularly scheduled program. It's the penultimate lap, and we run a little wide, and we are fighting with Daniel Ricciardo for P8. Ricciardo has the pressure tires. Oh, he's trying to go around the outside. Wow. Did not expect that.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Alright, here we go. Last lap of the race.
This is your final
And we
lap.
fend off
Final
Daniel
lap of the
Ricciardo
race.
for P8. Ricciardo coming in with a head of steam. He's going to go to the left. And Max Verstappen will win here at Imola. 2 Red Bull wins to start the season. Oh, here comes Ricciardo. He's coming. Give him all the room. Try to be fair to him. Squeeze him out just a little bit. I think we're going to hold on to P8 here. We're going to just barely hold on for P8.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Pierre Gasly gets driver of the day.
And that's it then for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And what a sensational victory they've managed to pull off here. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think that was a Red Bull one too.
Played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
Yep, it's a 1-2 for Red Bull, and Red Bull's won the first 2 races of the season. Lewis Hamilton gets third, his first points of the season.
So, let's review the driver's standings. A result that will make Sergio Perez happy as he pushes his championship lead out even further. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Alright, let's go to, first of all, we're looking at the replays here. Esteban Ocon, let's see what happened to him in the opening lap. I know he made a little bit of contact. Oh, I guess, was that it? Yeah, I guess that was a little bit of wing damage that caused him to come in. Actually, more than I thought. He was just an innocent bystander in that opening lap collision, I guess. So let's go to Lando Norris and see what happens to him on lap 22 that caused him to spin. Okay, so he's coming up on a lap car, one of the Haas's. I believe this is Mick Schumacher. So Norris is all by himself. And he just lost it on his own. Totally on his own. Lando loses it. Yep, just lost it on his own and spun out. Alright, so now let's go to Valtteri Bottas and see what happened to him. And with him, it was a little bit of contact from Sergio Perez that sent him off. Going side by side with him, going through the first chicane. Actually, very similar to what happened to Tsunoda when he was trying to pass Alonso. Touch of the tire, and he's sliding into the gravel. From Hamilton's perspective. And then Sergio Perez's perspective. I guess not. I guess you can't do that. But you get the idea. Standings-wise, constructors, Red Bull leads, Mercedes jumps to second, McLaren in third, Ferrari in fourth, Aston Martin drops to fifth. We are in P6 with our finish, getting 4 points. Alpine 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, and then Haas, AlphaTauri, and Williams have yet to score. Driver standings wise, we dropped, obviously because some other people who didn't score in the last race gained points. Sergio Perez leads by 18 points over Verstappen and Lando Norris, so 2 races in, and the Mercedes aren't even in the top 3 right now. Hamilton's still in P7. And yeah, that's how it looks at the moment. A very interesting start to the season.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Appreciate your time.
Alright, we got a personal department event, but first we'll take a look at the activities. We'll do some G-Force training for Christian Lundgaard. We will do a chassis equipment upgrade. And we'll do a second driver PR filming. Gives us some cash and some resource points. And now, we have now opened the door for a secondary sponsor. Which is always good. Of course, I'm pretty impartial to Zainetto. Answer at least 2 interview questions during a race weekend. And I'll go add that on the car. Alright, so adding that Zainetto sponsorship to the car. Basically in 4 different places, so it's basically 4 for that and then 7 for the main sponsor. So more money coming in, that's good. Driver perks. We'll do power mapping and development feedback.
It looks like our driver has an issue. We need you to step in here.
A columnist for Popular Health and Fitness magazine wants to come on site follow Lundgaard's daily workout routine. Maybe follow it up with an interview. How do you want us to respond? I want him to focus on track, so I'm going to go with the focus.
Thanks for dealing with that. The department appreciates it.
Especially since it's very early into his F1 career at this stage.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
So we did get an upgrade on the aero side that came in, as well as the durability upgrades. That's all good. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So that was Imola, and up next will be the Portuguese Grand Prix.